Good morning. Good morning at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So welcome to the first tea of 2023. And a random email. And this one is called Seriously /?/ Seriously. Seriously, yeah. So this to start, there's hot food that's getting cold, so we need to start with that. So we'll eat. So we have to start with. So this, you can come closer. Don't be shy.
Do you have to eat in the basket?
No, you can put it on the plate. So we've all got cereal themed t-shirts. We've got Rice Krispies. You've got Tony the Tiger. I've got great, and I've got cornflakes. I've got no backdrop for this one because I couldn't find any breakfast themed ones. They don't seem to exist on AliExpress. So we've got this is cornflake chicken, and then it's with. Let's see if they can figure it out. They're with cereal milk waffles. So it has a cornflake crust, and the waffles are made with cornflake milk. Oh, sorry, there's maple syrup too. If you want to drizzle some of that on it, I'll eat mine in the basket. I've got this sort of American diner sort of vibe to it. So look, it looks kind of like a breakfast table, and we have like smooth jazz because the breakfasts don't exist. It's just relaxing jazz. So now I've got maple syrup on it. So look very kind of like diner grub. And these absolutely massive cups. Like, who on earth? I know people do drink this, but honestly, look, it's a soup bowl, and this is a cup to drink tea out of. This is like those Sports Direct cups. Sadly, mine's broke, but so that'll keep us going for a while. Cause I need some sugar.
Thank you, Sports Direct.
Yeah. Hello, Sports Direct. Do you want
checks in the mail?
Checks in the mail. So welcome to my breakfast themed tea / sport. Seriously. So we're starting off with the cornflake crusted chicken and the cereal milk waffles.
What's cereal milk, man?
See, I wonder how long it would be for. What do you think it means?
Milk made with some milk that didn't boil on cereal.
Oh.
That's the flavour of the cereal, isn't it? Remember you had the bowl of cereal, and at the end you've got all the milk in.
Yeah.
That's what the flavour of cereal.
Education.
That's what we call cereal milk.
So
You can actually buy that.
Oh, yes.
no, I didn't made it.
Oh.
No, you can actually buy it.
Do you believe in my abilities here? Saying I bought it. Yeah. So I've got some just breakfast tea. I need to take this out of the infuser, otherwise this is going to be mega strong. Keep me going for the day, that will. There's just plain water in there for you to. No, we've got tea around there. No time for no fancy teas. This probably is like that cup. Like I've never seen such a huge cup in my life. Look, honestly, this is like a fish bowl.
You put that teapot filled that bloody thing up.
It is filled to the top. Like, honestly, how do people drink like this size? Honestly, it's massive. That's alright, I think I've taken it out just in time.
We can put it back.
It's very crunchy.
Crunchy. It's great.
So 2 of these broke these cups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's try the waffle.
Look. Support Jack.
It's hard to taste it, but I know it's in there.
Go back in, it's like a bloody fish bowl. tea bags, fell back in it.
You like?
This is like the equivalent of 3 cups of tea, this.
Have,
So this was, so originally this was, cast your minds back to 2020. So, back in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, after I went back to work in, I think original, or 2021, I can't remember anymore.
the furlough.
No, 2020. I'd seen it for a long time, and I heard about it, but I never got to. I'd never been. So I went to the cereal killer cafe in Brixton, and no, not Brixton. Sorry, not Brixton. Brick Lane. Completely different place. It's not Brixton. So I went there, and it's really small, but it's like, you know, cereal packets, boxes and displays, and like duvets, there's bowls and annuals everywhere. And we had like a menu, and it was apparently the day I went was National Cereal Day, and I had no idea it was, so that was funny. And they did things like, similar to this, they did cornflake chicken. And they did all Fruity Pebbles chicken. That was interesting. And it had a bubblegum dip, which you think, no way chicken goes with bubblegum. But it was really nice. It was slightly spicy. And they sold bills of cereal, which was like £5 each. It was like, I wonder why people were moaning about it. So it was like £5 each for a bowl of cereal. But you could get cereal milk, and they had... I think when we went, it was I got 20% off for National Cereal Day, and I had like loads of stuff. We had French toast, mozzarella dippers, the chicken, bowl of cereal. I didn't have any of the desserts, but I had a cornflake burger. What else? And anyway, what's on your menu, Adam? Hi Claire. Nobody's ever asked me that. So I'll go through that in a sec. You've got the scones there, which are next one if you want. These are cheese and bacon. So that inspired me. So from then, I became obsessed with cereal, trying all different types of cereals. So during the pandemic, I bought cereals from. I mean, I'm not paying £10 for a box of cereal. I bought some back from the States with me when we went in 2018, and the cereal aisle there is enormous. It's like, when you go down the supermarket aisle, it's like 2 of them, but it's just cereal. And the cereal packets are like, the one I bought was like this big. It fit like part of the suitcase. Absolutely enormous. So I bought some back with me, and obviously much cheaper. And they sell them for like £10 a box here, so no way am I paying that. So I got some cheap, so the kitchen is always full of cereal, all different ones. So a lot of what we have here is made from different cereals that we've had, including ones that we have every day. So that was the inspiration for it. It came from that. They have a cookbook which I bought. Let's go. And then I came up with the ideas bit by bit. So some are from online, things I've made before, like the cornflake tart. Some things I made up completely from scratch, came inspiration from different things. You can have half of one if you want.
No, after eating the chicken.
I'm for it in chicken. So, yeah. So we've got cornflake chicken with cereal milk waffles here. And then in this basket, I did change it. Originally it was going to be bacon and maple scones, but I changed it to the scones later on maple syrup. These are cheese and bacon. So, we've got warm cheese and bacon scones there. And that will tie nicely into later on with it. Got some fun cereal facts about the history of cereal and breakfast. Maple syrup fell into the I think you've got to just assume with this that corn, it makes it crunchy, but it in this case it doesn't. I can't taste it. So
Which cereal ad is that? They're tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. Which one's that?
what's she talking about? You sure that's even a thing?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't know what cereal it is. It's just that.
I don't know. Answers on the postcard, people.
Really? It might be Crunchy Nut.
No.
That advert. Yeah, tasty, tasty, very, very tasty.
What are you talking about? Anyway, Claire. So yeah, we have the scones. Later on, we've got maple syrup scones, which we've got with some clotted cream and some raspberry jam. Coming closer, much closer. So on that side, so we've got on this side we've got a cornflake tart, which I'd never even. I mean, I have made it before, but I'd never even had it. I didn't think it was a thing.
I think it was in the 70s or so.
Yeah, so I've got cornflake tart. Your memory's right, but I can't think of it either. No.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, tasty, tasty, very, very tasty.
Exactly. She honestly sounds like she works on a fruit and veg stall.
Which cereal ad is that?
We'll find out. We'll find that out later. So on that side, yes, you've got cornflake tart. This one I'm really looking forward to because it smells really nice. So this one is this is a cake mix from Betty Crocker from the States. It's called it's cinnamon toast crunch. So we know it as curiously cinnamon, or if you have a throwback, Golden Grahams. I think they've had a different name. So that's the same cereal as in the States. But this is a cake mix. It's a cinnamon cake mix with cinnadust. So I'm wondering what cinnadust is. It looks like there's bits in it. It smells. It honestly smells like a cinnamon bun. So that looks really. That sounds really nice. So it's got Russian buttercream on it, and some Biscoff crumbs on that one. And you've got fake cereals. Fake cereals down the bottom. A bit there. So on that level, you've got Mars bars, Rice Krispie treats. This side you've got these ones. So these are Reese's Puffs, squares, I guess. So these are also American. These are really expensive here. So in the States, I bought a huge bag, I'm talking about like a sack, for like, it must be like $8. And here it's like almost £10 a box. In some places it's oh, I feel like there's some Googling has helped identify what this is.
Bran flakes.
Oh, bran flakes.
Brown flake.
Yes.
Oh, see, I wasn't imagining it.
Didn't say.
There's that Cockney bloke singing that.
Couldn't tell you.
We got half of one of them. No. Yeah, so the Reese's that's just a Reese's Puff which has peanut butter chocolate. Going this way. So one of mine. So this is a Cocoa Pop eclair. So it has a Cocoa Pop ganache. So the Cocoa Pop's infused in the ganache. And then you've got Cocoa Pop dust on the top of that. And then on this side, you've got a Lucky Charms cheesecake. So this one came out of the Serial Killer Cafe cookbook, which is a baked cheesecake. I don't really make baked cheesecakes much, but I'm interested to see this one. And the base is made with the cereal itself. So it's made from Lucky Charms. Insert jokes about leprechauns here. So this one on this side is this is a Eggo maple custard tart. So Eggo is another American cereal, which most people... it's actually a waffle, but the cereal is based off of the waffle, and a lot of people will know it from Stranger Things. And then we've got some overnight oats, and I've never tried overnight. I've never had overnight oats, and I've never made overnight oats. So this one's coconut and passion fruit. So we'll see. We'll see what that ends up like. I think that was everything. That was everything. Almost dropped the scone in my tea. And then also we've got cereal spoons as well, so I've got Cocoa Pops there.
Here's the bran flakes, see?
Yeah.
We've got pub signs.
Yeah, that's got crunchy nut and one's got, what you got, Frosties?
Frosties.
The old crunchy nut arms.
We're going to have treats for a while. I don't know what kind of cafe music this is. It's like waiting in an elevator.
What's it, the Apprentice Cafe?
Give it that.
Did the cup and sauce separate?
No, just a cup. But you can see it's just a... I wouldn't use these anyway. Look, if you're just tuning in, look how massive these cups are. Like, it's honestly it's a soup bowl.
Yeah, but they're not thick like them other cups that we had, and you couldn't get your lips.
No, at least you can actually drink out of
Yeah,
these,
you
because
can
the other one,
drink out of
as to make the mugs, when you just can't put the design is just like you have to put your lips in like you're blowing a sea horn. And obviously got fake cereal. Look.
Did you show all your breakfast bowls off?
No, I didn't. I did buy some breakfast bowls, like some vintage ones. These are from 1987, so older than me. I've got Cocoa Pops there. Originally, I was going to have a bowl of cereal to start with, but we've run out of milk, so special this there. But we can still use them for something else. So you got all these ones, you see. All right, so sweet stuff. You want me to go through it again? Mars bars, Rice Krispies treats, Reese's Puffs, cornflake tart, cinnamon cake, cocoa pop eclairs, Lucky Charms baked cheesecake, maple custard tart, overnight oats. Did you get that?
Get that.
Did you get that? And if you just think, I'm also wearing a corn. Well, we all look like we work for Kellogg's. You know, like when you go to those shows and you get people like handing out freebies. We look kind of like we work for the Kellogg's team. I had to Google that every time it was brown flakes. Yeah, my dad Googled it as well. Yeah, so it's funny. It's funny because she's actually. I've got a fake cereal, and bran flakes is literally right in front of her.
Yeah, but I didn't look
But
at
she
that.
didn't
It's
look
just
at
that
it, and she
advert
didn't.
going round
She
in
thought
years.
about that, and then she. It was
No, I
literally.
didn't. I didn't look at those cereals.
Well,
Well,
she didn't.
not
She
what they
didn't know.
were.
She didn't know, but now she does.
It's just that cockney seller looked fancy, like a cockney flower seller or something, and that cockney advert.
Cockney flower
That
seller.
cockney advert.
Oh,
came
God,
on.
no! Get your flowers.
It's like in the 80s or something, wasn't it? Oh, can't you find it on there?
We can't. Well, we're gonna play it. Well, later on, we'll find it. Ha ha ha. Back to the 80s. How's this time for some fun cereal facts?
Yeah.
All right, so I did some digging into different. This is birthplace of cereals is varied in most of it is American history, but obviously it includes Kellogg's is obviously an American company. So these will be laugh. So the first known cereal was invented in 1863 by Dr. James Caleb Jackson. Who it doesn't sound appetizing, but he invented a brick. So a brick of cereal.
I
That
know what that is.
what is it?
It's Quaker Oat.
No, it ain't Quaker Oats. So you were wrong. She tried to be smart and she failed there. Quaker
Yeah.
Oats is around this time, but not that time.
Yeah, been on the box.
Yeah, I'm going to mention that in a minute. I knew you'd have to get that in. So in 1863, but it was called granular, and you had to soak it overnight because it was so hard. This wasn't popular because of the inconvenience of that. So it was popular, but not as popular. So I don't think there's a date for this. So later on, so Doctor, don't know this. This actually Kellogg brothers. So one of the brothers is Dr. John Harvey Kellogg. These are the fun facts which nobody knew, which people don't know and probably don't need to know. So he was a Christian and also a doctor and a physician who treated patients. So he recommended treatments to the patients, and one of them was a yogurt enema. So 50% of the yogurt was eaten, and the other 50% of the yogurt was ingested another way, and this was believed to have cleared them out, like of the and. So he was very much into health, and he wanted to invent something that people could eat for breakfast, because most of their breakfast was derived from like cowboy, like West stuff, so like beans and pork chops and things like that for breakfast. Imagine just eating that for breakfast. That's a dinner, but you're eating all that heavy, laden, fat, salty food. So he wanted to invent something that they could eat for breakfast which had nutrients. So shortly after that time, Kellogg came up with their own version of. I'll put it on here. Yeah, he fell out. He developed his own sort of cereal, but then there was a copyright because it was called granular and it was similar. So he changed it to granola, which is obviously what we know as granola today. So these weren't cereals like we know. These were like really, really like basic cereals. And this one is a fun fact. I don't know why I would need to know it, and I don't know why anyone would believe it. So apparently Kellogg also invented Kellogg's as a prevention for masturbation. So I don't know why you need to know that, and it just was in the paper. So an anti-masturbation prevention is cornflakes. You got this? Yeah. All right. So a short interlude while we play the advert.
See? Tasty, very tasty. They're very tasty. They're very tasty. See, I know. It was a funny ad.
So yeah, if next time you eat cornflakes, think about what it could have been preventing you doing. So the other Kellogg, William, they disagreed about adding cornflakes because it was meant to be a medicinal kind of health product. They disagreed about the addition of sugar to make it more mass appeal. So in 1906, they parted ways, and then Kellogg, W.K. Kellogg, which is the modern day Kellogg's that we know, formed a Kellogg's company, which obviously sold cornflakes with sugar and all, and later on those other cereals come. So we'll take a break from the facts and we'll come back to the invention of when cereals came out, and we'll eat some food because that's what you're here for. We've got back to the 80s briefly. Alright, so take what you want.
They're all the same size, aren't they, these squares?
Yeah, you can cut it in half. So this is the Cinna cake. Not the Cinna cake. The Cinna dust cake.
I want a bit of this. I just want to try.
What's this one?
Miles bar slice. It needs a little bit of buttercream in the middle. I wasn't sure if I'd had enough, so obviously I did. Very light. I made this in the microwave as well because I've got a Betty Crocker pan, not pan, what American call it pan. I bought in TK Maxx. Did I buy TK Maxx? And you can cook any Better Crocker. Better Crocker cake in the microwave in about 6 minutes. It did make it a little bit lopsided, but 6 minutes in the microwave rather than 30 minutes in the oven. Look, makes no difference. It's much easier to clean and all. It's got bits of like crunchy bits in it, cinnamon, I think. Yeah, but the icing is definitely giving me that cinnamon bun vibes. Yeah, but it definitely needs a little bit something in the middle. Obviously we're going to have loads over, so whatever I don't eat today, there'll be loads of photographs individually on my Insta and my Facebook. You can split it if you want. I'll go for that last. I'll try one of these. The only thing with the cereal is that it goes soft really quickly. Wow. That is from bread. They can go really soft really quickly, that's the thing, so not really clear. I had to do it last minute. These are definitely softening. They're nice, but they're softening. It's like a Rice Krispie bar with but the Reese's Puffs. Majority of them are actually corn based, so a lot of them are very similar. I've been through a lot of cereal. If you're interested in finding out more about all the different types of cereal that we've had, it is on my blog. There's a link on my Insta as well. So it's adampastryguy.com. So it's so legit, adampastryguy.com. To have a WordPress website, and my blog is on there, so you can find all about the cereals I've tried and what we thought about them. So there's cereals from Israel, the cereals from the US, a lot of US ones, there's some European ones, there's obviously a lot of UK ones. Some they don't make anymore.
Should I get that picture upstairs?
If you want.
We'll go to the cereal club, doesn't it?
What?
Nostalgia.
We knocked it over. No, the tablet is down there. The jazz went for it. It's alright. I knew I knocked it all over earlier. Yeah, it's the only thing, like, that's why I try to infuse a lot of the cereals into the mix rather than use them as a, because they get soggy. That was nice, but I feel like they're gonna, apart from cornflake cakes, I did think that was a bit simple to make, although I do quite like them. So other things I've got in different ways where they infuse it in the milk. So we'll have some fun cereal facts later on as well when we shove our faces full of more food. Like I said, whatever I don't try, I'll try later. I don't have a backdrop for this one, as I said, because I couldn't find one. So this is something that actually happened. So long time ago. Who on earth can say like they have this? Don't you? That what was the so many years ago, back in the was 2000s.
2000, yeah.
In 2000, they had a competition on the Quaker Oats box. What was it? To talk about
People who eat them and why the story of behind them.
the story behind why they eat Quaker Oats. So there were how many people were there?
Well, thousands.
No, how many did it get chosen?
Oh, 6 in different categories of ages.
So 6 people got chosen in different categories, and Mum was one of them. So she was on the back of a Quaker Oats. She didn't keep the whole box, but this is Mum on the back of a cereal box back in 2000s. And what does she? And this is what she says. Several years ago, I began searching the supermarkets for healthy food, and when I discovered Quaker Oats, they were exactly the sort of cereal I was looking for, as I know that a healthy breakfast is very important as part of a balanced diet. They are a remarkable cereal for a good many reasons. They are low in fat and very tasty and satisfying as well. It's helping to maintain a healthy heart. I find Quaker Oats filling. They keep hunger at bay. The best thing I like about Quaker Oats is that they are 100% natural. I'm a very health conscious person, and being able to buy and eat such a nice food is a pleasure. I remember she had a box of these in the cupboard and I drawed all over it. She put it in the cupboard and I drawed all over it. She was not happy. Obviously, I didn't really get the. I just thought, well, I said,
You was only 12.
Yeah, I was 12 or something like that. Here you go. But I remember going to Sainsbury's and then sawing them all at the bottom in a row, and all the different people, and we were frantically searching for Mum. It's the only one that you got, isn't it?
I've got a couple of more copies of that.
Yeah, so apart from the one that I drawed on. But yeah, if that was me, I'd be pissed off. I'm like, why are you drawing on my face? I didn't know later on, obviously, I'd be on things. I didn't know I would. I didn't know I'd be. I didn't know I'd be on things. Did you say cornflakes?
Size 10?
Maybe a bit later on, not quite size 10 anymore.
Past the size.
Oh yeah, I forgot that too.
What, size 10?
Oh, no, what was that? Where is it? I think it's still behind it. Oh, it was behind it for the longest time. I don't think it is anymore though. You can have a personalised box of cereal. You know that one we had.
Oh, their faces in the cereal.
Yeah.
What is that
I
called?
don't know, it was on there. I don't think it's on there. But you send off for it, and then you can. It's actually for kids, but we managed to put our faces in it. So me and Mum was in it, like in a little bowl on a cereal. But yeah, so cereal celebrity here. Look.
Yeah.
It's not there. No, it's not there. It's in an envelope. I think I might have taken it upstairs. I don't know where that is. Anyway, back to the grubbins.
Yeah,
I need some more. This one's cold.
It's cold really quick, doesn't it?
Well, it's not the proper. Yes, I didn't have much luck. I lost the lid for the original teapot. Two teacups have been smashed.
Is it hot? Is the water still hot? Yeah.
Well, not boiling, but warm.
It's another soup bowl.
Morning.
Here, it's just sort of lukewarm mine.
Lukewarm to me. Do you want me to get you some more?
No, I've got enough tea. I've got two cups of tea now. I'm going to go for one of them.
We'll just have one thing there for now.
Just want one.
I mean, tomorrow I can have something else, can't I? All them I can eat, can't I?
Yeah.
Because you made them with the cornflakes and the Rice Krispies.
We got an eclair, a maple custard tart, cornflake tart, the Lucky Charms cheesecake. What's going off there? So we've got the Lucky Charms cheesecake. So this is actually the one I got cheap because it was. I was lucky enough to get quite a few, like because as people will know that follow me, I am a bargain hunter. So I got quite a few that were cheap because they were nearing like their date. So shout out to American Fizz online because they do lots and lots of different cereal. That is always they have a really good. Come on, what are you doing? They have a good clearance section online, so you can get quite a lot of different cereal that's cheap. So this one was Lucky Charms Clovers. So the cereal had honey. Yeah, so this has got Lucky Charms, the Lucky Charm marshmallows baked into it. So I've no idea what this could either be this could be awful, or it could be nice. I don't know. It's a baked cheesecake, so I don't often have baked cheesecakes. What are you taking?
What? It's Lucky Charm. It's not got much cereal in that bit then, actually, has it?
Only the base.
Yeah. Want a little bit of it? I don't want a whole piece. It'll be too much.
I'm not fond on the base bit.
Just cut a bit off of it.
Give me the slice. Yeah, just take it down. It's really creamy.
Let me cut a bit off.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the base, which is the blended up cereals. But the
You should cut it off.
No.
You should cut it off. So I cut it off.
oh, cut that. No, but the I didn't get a bit with any lucky. I think quarreling children. I wonder what it tastes like with the Lucky Charm bits in it.
Have you got no Lucky Charms? Oh, the base is wholemeal, isn't it?
No, the base is the cereal, which is corn. Don't like the base.
No.
It's got a twang to it.
Not unlucky Charms.
I don't know what that.
Cheesecake's nice. What is the base then?
It's the cereal.
Oh.
It's the Lucky Charms itself.
Oh. It's yucky Charms at the bottom.
Yeah, Yucky Charms. I don't know. I'm not getting much.
That's fruity.
Mine don't taste fruity. I can't taste anything at all. But the cheesecake's really nice. It did crack. I did try to avoid it because the temperature. It did crack on the top, but you can't really see it. Yeah, I can't taste that. Whereas I thought they would be fruity, the pieces. I can't. The marshmallows have just dissolved. They just made colour. It doesn't taste of It doesn't taste of like sweetness. That was alright. The base is a no. Right, I did think that it might not.
Well, you don't want it, try, do you?
That was okay.
Better that than the whole thing of the other cheesecake, isn't it?
You're not having anything else, are you?
No.
Do you want half an eclair with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What, the Eggo?
No, Eggo's not that.
That's the most good. That's the Cocoa Pops.
You've got where's my knife?
Cocoa Pops.
Oh, you sit over there. Enjoy my. Oh, you just do it.
What's Eggo, man? It ain't got no egg in it.
No, Eggo's a brand.
Oh.
Eggo is a brand. I'll bring it back in a minute. This is just a normal eclair by most standards. So
No.
it's just got cream in it. It's got a Cocoa Pops ganache. So the Cocoa Pops were infused in the cream. And it's got Cocoa Pop dust on the top. I think Cocoa Pops are just sort of chocolate covered Rice Krispies, really. So it's nice. The thing has the texture on the top. I think they just added extra chocolatey flavour to it.
So the Lucky Charms one is the only one that's come out of the recipe book. You said the Lucky Charms, yeah, and the others you made up yourself.
Oh, this was online.
Yeah.
The cornflake tart was.
That looks like a stone wall.
Is it one from them unexplained series?
It does.
A sunken city.
It's like someone's wall outside.
What one?
That one. Look, the way the
Like a cobble.
yeah, cobble. I think that cornflake tart was like 70s sort of stuff.
I don't know.
Cheap.
More fun facts. So yeah, this one is relevant to the Eggo one. So I thought this was a load of rubbish. I'm thinking, oh, it's just one of the American cereals that are just full of sugar, which most of them are, just flavoured corn with sugar. But there are some cereals which are like Fruit Loops, are ridiculously sweet, and I don't like. If I've got some stuff, I don't like them. They're just too artificial tasting. They don't taste like natural, and the colours are so bright. And no. So yeah. Anyway, it's actually named after a person called Charles W. Post. The cereal was made by Post, and that was in 1989 that he invented started up a cereal company. The first ever cereal mascot was called Skippy. Obviously now most cereals are banned from advertising to children because it promotes childhood obesity. So a lot of the mascots don't appear on those cereal things anymore. In 1902 we had what we would say bit like Maltese, so called Full Sweet Flakes, and the mascot was called Sunny Jim. Cornflakes were manufactured in 1906. 1916, all brand was invented. 1922, it came to the UK. 1928, Rice Krispies in Britain. 1932, Weetabix was invented, and they're called Weet-Bix in Australia. 1945, Cheerios. 1954, Frosties. Tony the Tiger was invented in 1952, and apparently he's Italian American. Didn't know that. 1954, Trix, Sugar Puffs. 1957. 1959, Special K came out, and it was originally aimed at men.
Oh, everyone knows that honey puffs. What is it?
Sugar
Tell them
Puff.
about the honey,
Sugar Puffs.
mummy. Tell them, the sugar monster, honey monster. Tell them about the honey, mummy.
Money? She's like the piss. She's a piss Sugar Puffs monster.
Oh.
Tell them about the honey, mummy.
1960, Cocoa Krispies, which are Cocoa Pops. 1963, Fruit Loops. 1963, Captain Crunch. 1964, Lucky Charms. 1970, Golden Nuggets. 1980, Crunchy Nut Cornflakes in the UK. 1984, Fruit and Fibre. Reese's Puffs, 1994. 2018, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's loads more cereals, but that's just a few. Just a general.
Taster.
Try that. I'll have to eat my overnight oats. Here. Go to that. These are maple scones. And just scones with a bit of maple. Yeah, you can go for that. What was that? What was that about?
My stomach.
Just take the plate round.
Oh, it's all.
So the things I haven't tried, we'll try it later. So I still haven't tried that. But I've never tried overnight oats before, and I've never made them. Because, it's leaky.
This is the bite, not the gum.
the butter.
Oh, yeah. And let's see what I think. So this is coconut, yogurt, passion fruit, and I mean, to be fair, I just got yogurt there. Let's see.
Oh, it's just open. Open it.
It's alright. Just tastes like muesli. I just couldn't be bothered to make porridge like in the morning. But this is easy enough, I suppose. Just put milk and whatever you want in it, and they just soften overnight. There's no sugar in the oats. It is alright if you could. It would fill you up. And you could make it before you went to bed and just eat in the morning. I think because it's got passion fruit in it and the yogurt, it doesn't matter about it's not sweet. Raspberry. It really just sounds like elevator music.
Supermarket music.
Like music you're listening to when you're going to a...
Cereal.
Yeah, like in a...
No, it sounds like when
Price
you're holding
check.
on when you're phoning someone and put you on hold.
Please hold. We appreciate your call. Thank you for calling Kellogg's.
About an hour.
1 hour later, £20 phone bill. We appreciate your call. You are 161 in line. Please hold. Yes, I know what these are. Do they taste of maple?
I'm trying to tell you, Jack.
Bit.
Jam the cream sort of mask it.
Yeah, I figured they would. Put it on its own.
Not very the edge yet.
It tastes sweeter. They would be, wouldn't they?
Sweeter.
Well, it would, wouldn't they? If they put maple syrup in it.
Butter, maple butter.
Oh, maple butter.
Sweeter. Is it cream? Is it jam on cream or is it cream on jam? I definitely smell of them. I can smell like this some smoky kind of maple flavor. Do them. Well, it is. Even though they didn't rise exactly the same way maybe the maple threw it off, it's still very light.
You can taste it. They are different. You can taste the maple.
They are different. The cereal celebrity has spoken. You did see it, I didn't show it. Also had a cornflake teapot too. Even though the lid went missing in the shed. I'll find that. I was getting excited that there's an egg and bacon costume on Amazon. And Mum said the other day that she hasn't got anything to wear. And I said that we should get the egg and bacon costume, but I don't think it would have come in time. The bacon one was awful, honestly. That was honestly, and the egg one wasn't so bad. When I think about the consumer, my paying is for a week. So I thought,
It's certainly different anyway.
what's that supposed to mean?
What, breakfast and evening?
Breakfast inspired.
Oh.
I mean, if we had a cafe like they did, it wasn't cheap. I spent like almost like 50 quid in the cafe. Between the two, I mean, between me and Ryan, between the two of us. No, with the cereal and with the milk, you can choose what milk you have. You can have cereal milk as well. If it was a cafe, we could really milk it. We could sell those eclairs for like two, 3 quid each. The cake, fill it up, bung stuff on the top. The cheesecake, at least you could. I mean, that would be better without that base. With like a biscuit base, that would have been better. But yeah, I would stick to this recipe, even though it said like it's not. I think the cheesecake must be the most expensive item I made. It's like 3 blocks, 3 tubs, 4 tubs of cheese, and a tub of sour cream. Yes, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Not there.
You can be excused if you wish.
You wash up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash up in a minute.
Put your rubbish there.
I think Mum's already like getting ready for the rest of the day, even though it's like 4:45. Yeah, if it was in a cafe, people would buy this. Comment, would you, if I had this cafe, would you come into the cafe and buy this cereal themed stuff?
Shake hands.
Shake hands with a cereal celebrity. That's what I need to get, a box, like a little daft box thing, and put it around her neck like a sandwich board.
A memento.
And
with the Oats woman.
yeah, they're off to do some tidying up now.
The Oats woman. Before
It's cold now, so if you've been watching, if you're just tuning in, oh my god, breakfast is over. It's like arriving at the buffet just before they're putting everything away, and then you're clamouring to get kind of what's left. You're like, or like a late breakfast. So thank you for joining me. It's just me now for this cereal themed breakfast tea. So this is the first tea of 2023, and it's actually 5 years since I've been doing tea. Can you believe? Five. Tea with me is turning 5. Who would have thought? And this is actually tea number 37. Who would have thought I had been sitting here 37 times doing this intro? From the very first one, which was a unicorn, and I had one tiny cake stand, which wasn't big enough I mean, this cake stand is 4 tier, and it still isn't big enough for what I planned. That noise, my kitchen staff, I need to fire them, making noise when it's my moment. My moment here. So this year, we'll have. So last year was the tea year of T2, so everything was a part 2 to teas I'd already done. So like sometimes when you come up with a tea, I have so many different ideas, they can't all fit into one. Even though I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's eight different sweet things there that I've made. plus 2 savoury, and the scones. So it's at least 10. So whatever that doesn't get used, I usually recycle and try to make it into a sequel one. So I can see there will be a sequel one, possibly to this one. Maybe not. Maybe this is just a breakfast, one-time breakfast. But this year will be completely different ones, so there won't be any more sequels for this year. I did toy with the fact about doing a trilogy series, so maybe next year I can come back to trilogy, because everybody knows that first and the second one are the best. The third one is a bit far-fetched, and maybe like some of them, like the space one, I could definitely do a third one. Some might be a stretch because I've already stretched them out over 2. So we'll see. But this year we've got... I did do a preview previously. So this year will be brand new ones that I've been planning for a while. In my tea book, which is just a book I have with all my ideas. And I go through the folder. It's actually more of a folder without the folder. So it's just plastic sleeves with ideas. So they will be... I was going through them and finalising them. So there's some ones that I've been planning for a time, but just not enough ideas. They're not quite finalised. I'm not quite sure. Some I'm still toying around with. The next one will be Valentine's Day. So that will be pretty soon. And I've only done 3, I think, Valentine's ones. Because I thought I started off, I did one in the pandemic. Mum had COVID, just after she had COVID. But now I have everything for it. It isn't like, it's just like like the Easter one. I don't always do Christmas ones, but Easter and Valentine's I usually, if I can find time to. So Valentine's is on a Monday, I think, or a Tuesday. Is it? I don't know. I'll check the calendar. So that one's coming up. Easter will be coming up. I don't know in what order. Obviously, these seasonal ones will be in order. In between those ones, we have floral, which will be in the spring. Flowers for spring. Anyone know where that's from? Groundbreaking. So that will be one I planned for a long time, but never had the finesse for it. So I've got some props, and I have flowers and turf and floral themed creations, like we're in the spring and the summer, like we're in Kew Gardens. There's that. There's also pirates. I'm not quite finalised that one, being a very big one. I have a very, very special display planned for that. An enormous display you've never seen before, and I've never used it. And props and costumes from my pirate party that my community party that I organised many years ago when I used to volunteer. So it's like an enormous one, so I need to make sure the menu is right for the enormity of the props and the staging of that one. And there's that one. So that was called Pirates of the Caribbean. So I have to put tea in it because it's tea. So that's not quite finalised yet. So Valentine's will definitely be coming. Easter will be coming. Also, we've got... that might be not quite late. I'm not sure when that will fit in. Christmas time, we've got sort of Hansel and Gretel themed ones. So it's very loosely German, sort of / Christmassy. Pretty spooky though, because it is a witch. So we're not sure where we're going to place that one. That's one I'm thinking of. Valentine's Day. Why have I mentioned it 3 times already? There's other ones as well. There's Harry Potter, which would actually be a Honeydukes one. So that will be the sweet shop themed. It's like being in a cafe for real, like taking things away. So Honeydukes will be, I don't have the props for that yet. I've got that hasn't been finalised either yet. So when I've got the props, it's just finalising the menu. But when I don't have either, it's a bit more difficult to kind of put the vision together. They haven't been used. Oh, they haven't been used. All those. That should be alright, can't it? That's not dirty, that. So Honeydukes will definitely be something that's being worked on, as well as the Pirates of the Caribbean. A floral in the spring. So March, April, possibly. I've got other ones in development. I also have ones I've got ideas, Lucy. I don't know where I'm going to place them. If I can come up with a menu. Around Halloween, you've got like a mad scientist. So now I have an outfit for that. So that will be very sciencey, very kind of mad professor kind of science experiments. That one, I want that one to be very scientific. So I need to be, the menu's not quite worked on. I haven't started even on that one yet. What's the other one? I've got all this book of things I can't remember. Some of them. Well, that's some of them at least, and I will announce them as I come up with them when they'll be released. In between, I kind of will just work on them bit to bit and go back to them when I get ideas, because I just get ideas randomly sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, I could do that. Why don't I do that? So thank you much for watching, and this is like my solo monologue. I never have this at the end. Everyone's just gone to wash up, where I usually should be helping because it's my tea and they're just cleaning up. But thank you for watching, everyone. If you're not watching this live, why? I guess you have a life too. So all is forgiven. You can watch this on my timeline later on. I'll be watching it myself because I like to watch it back and see what the hell happened. So there'll be pictures coming soon, some group pictures of us three in our t-shirts, and individual pictures over the next coming days, because I'll take some individual ones that aren't on the tee. So there'll be tea, and then there'll be some on my Insta and some on my Facebook soon. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed breakfast with me at 5 o'clock. Maybe you're just getting up. Maybe this is breakfast for you. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back really soon around Valentine's Day for the next one, and look out for the rest of the special year of 5 years of tea with me. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.